All right, today we're going to learn about cover letters. A cover letter is a business letter, which is a specific format of letter. It's kind of fancy. And a cover letter is what you would submit to an employer that you hope to get a new job from. So before we get started typing anything, we need to change the design of this document. In order to do that, we need to go to the Design tab, and we're going to be changing the paragraph settings. So we need to find the paragraph spacing button. Right now it's set to default, which you can see if you scroll over that. It says space before is 0, space after is 8 point, and then line spacing set to 1.08. Now we need to change this to true single spacing, and we want to eliminate any space after paragraph. So we're going to click on no paragraph spacing. Now with that set, you're ready to get started. I'm going to go to the Home tab. Make sure that your paragraph markers are on so you can see that. And you're going to start typing the name of the person. And this is imaginary, but her name is Jennifer. Last name Garcia. You're going to press enter. Then we're going to type the address. Now I'm going to type fast, so you may need to pause your video after I type it to finish. Press enter, and then there's going to be a phone number and email address. Then press enter. If your email address does like mine did, turns to blue text with an underline, that is a hyperlink. We're going to change that to plain text by right-clicking it and then click remove hyperlink. Alright, I'm going to go into the blank paragraph, and then I'm going to modify some of this text. So first I'm going to select the name, change this to bold, and 16 size font. Then I'm going to select the other two paragraphs of text, change the size to 12, and then click bold, and we're going to change the alignment of this to the right. So what we have here is what would typically be called a letterhead. So we have the person's name and address information. And this could be saved as a template to use over and over again to type more business letters if you wanted to. We're going to make this look a little bit better by adding a border. So we're going to click on the border button, and we're going to choose borders and shading. We're going to add a single line border, and yours might be set to a 1/4 point. We're going to change that to 3. We're going to add that to the bottom and make sure it's set to paragraph. So click OK. Just kind of made it look a little more fancy. Now we're going to click in the Actually, before we start anything, we're going to save this. So we're going to click on the File button, Save As, find your Word Chapter 2 folder, and I already saved one that I tried to do. Let's see if I can replace that. So we're going to change the name to last name underscore first name underscore 2b underscore cover underscore letter. Then we're going to click Save. So now that we have the new document name displayed at the top, we're going to add the document name to the footer. So scroll to the bottom of the page, double click in the empty space in the margin at the bottom. So now we're in the footer. We're going to add the document info file name to the document. Okay, now I'm just going to double click anywhere in the main document to get out of the footer. Okay, so there's a couple things that we want to do before we start typing, and we're going to first display the backstage view, which is found when you click on the File tab. So go ahead and click on File, and then on the left we're going to find Options. And we're going to go to the Proofing options and click on the Autocorrect options. So Autocorrect automatically replaces something, usually as misspelled word or something that you just want to replace automatically, with the correct spelling. So we're going to type on purpose a misspelled word. We're going to type in resume with 2 E's, R-E-S-U-M-E, and then add an extra E. Then we want to tab over or just go ahead and click in the box. So we're saying anytime you see this resume with 2 E's, we want to replace it with the correct spelling, R-E-S-U-M with a single E. Now I already have that rule in here. If I didn't have that rule, it would say add here. But since I already have the rule, I'm going to click replace. Click yes. There's one more that we're going to add. So we're going to on purpose misspell computer. We're going to type C-O-M-P-U-T-R. So it's missing the E. Then we're going to change that to the correct spelling. So I'm going to type in the with box, C-O-M-P-U-T-E-R. And since I already have that rule, I'm going to click replace. Yours probably says add. So you're adding that rule. You can click OK twice to close those boxes. And now we're ready to start typing. So as I type, you may need to pause. Actually, we're going to add the date and time first, which is fairly easy. So you can insert the date and time, which makes it a little bit more easy. So we're going to click Insert on the Insert tab. We're going to find the text group, and there's a button for date and time. So I'm going to click on that and insert the date and time formatted, the third one from the top. So this is the format that is for business letters. The full name of the month, the day, and the year. Now we're going to click Enter twice. Oh wait, sorry, we had to add some spaces here. So we're going to add it after the fact by clicking in front of the word October, and we're going to press Enter 3 times. 1, 2, 3. So there were supposed to be 3 blank paragraphs before we did the date. So now I'm going to click to the right of the date, and I'm going to press Enter 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, adding 3 blank spaces before I type what is next, which is the receiving address, the person you're going to send it to. All right, now we're going to press Enter 2 times to leave a blank space, and then we're going to type the salutation. And then a colon after the name. Then we're going to press Enter 2 times again to leave a blank space, and we're going to start the body of our text. We're going to type this exactly as I type it. COMPUTR. So that's misspelled on purpose. And look what happens when you press the space bar. It automatically replaces the misspelling with the correct spelling. We're going to continue now. And then again, misspell the word R-E-S-U-M-E-E, 2 E's. Then type comma, and it autocorrects. Okay. All right, we're going to press Enter 2 times, and we're going to insert the rest of the text for this instead of typing it all in. So to insert, we're going to go up to the Object button and click the arrow next to it. Select Text from File, and you should have already downloaded yours from the classroom. So you're going to go to the Downloads folder. Mine is found somewhere else, so I just got to go to my desktop. We're finding 2B cover letter text. Right, that is very helpful, so you didn't have to type all that in. All right, now we're going to scroll to see the bottom. If you need to scroll, we're going to go to the bottom of the page, and we're going to finish our letter and type the closing, which is going to be sincerely. So I left a blank paragraph there, and then a comma, and then we want to include a lot of space between the word sincerely and the actual words for the letter. So that's you're going to leave 3 blank lines, so you press Enter 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I'm going to type Jennifer Garcia as the writer's name. Then I'm going to press Enter 2 times and type enclosure, which means there's going to be something included with this letter, likely the resume. It's kind of just still an imaginary situation. All right, now we're going to go back to the top of our document, start at the very beginning, and then we're going to go to the Home tab. Now in the Editing group, which is all the way to the right, we're going to click on the Find button, which opens a new navigation pane here, and we're going to find something with the spelling that starts A-C-C. So there's only one there. So we found the word accessible. Now in this document, we're going to double click the yellow highlighted word. So double click. And we're going to replace that by just starting to type. We're going to replace that with available. A-V-A-I-L. A-B-L-E. So that is a way to quickly find a word that you're looking for in your document. And then in this case, we found it in order to change it. So we're just going to close that navigation pane. Okay, now we're going to find the replace button in the editing group. And we're going to search for, we need to type this exactly as I type it. So it should be uppercase F P C C, which you can see is right here at the end of this paragraph. Replace with, we're going to type the full name, Florida Port Community College. Now we're going to, before we do this, we're going to click the More button. And then under the search options, select the match case. So it's going to find anything that is uppercase FPCC. Then we're going to click Find. We're going to click Replace All. So anytime the document sees that, it found two of those. So, and it replaced it. You can see that at the end of the paragraph, it replaced it. So click OK. Now you can close this dialog box and then make sure you click just save periodically so you don't lose any of your work. Alright, now we can drag and drop some text. So we're going to view the entire body of the letter. So I'm zooming out a little bit. So the body starts, I am seeking. In the paragraph that begins with a permanent position, which is the second main paragraph here, in the second line, locate and double-click days. So in the second line, you're looking for the word days. We're going to double-click to highlight the entire word. Point to the selected word. And we're going to click and hold this highlighted word. So click and hold, and notice you get like a solid vertical line and kind of a little box symbol next to your pointer. So I'm holding down the mouse button. And then we're going to drag to the right until the line is positioned to the right of the word hours. Now release. So we just move that word. So select the word hours. So we're going to double click hours and drag it to the left of the word or. So we just swapped the position of those words. So instead of days or hours, we have hours or days. So that's how easy it is to grab some text and then move it around in your document. So it needs to be highlighted Then you click and hold and you can move it around. Now we're going to hold down the control key, and in the paragraph that begins, "I am available," so "I am available," which is this last paragraph here. Actually, we're going to click anywhere to get rid of that selection. So hours was still selected. So I'm going to hold the control key down and click anywhere in that paragraph. That selects an entire sentence. So we have that. We're going to release control, and we're going to drag this selected sentence to the end of the paragraph. So instead of beginning the paragraph with "I am," we're going to click and hold and drag this to the end of the paragraph. Now, locate the paragraph that begins, "You can contact me." That's this one that we're still in. Then click to position the insertion point in the blank paragraph above that paragraph. So your cursor should be blinking just above the "you." Press Enter one time. Now on the Insert tab, we're going to insert a table. We're going to insert a 2x3 table. And the first cell of this, we're going to type Microsoft Access. Then press Tab to get to the cell to the right and type Test Database Queries. Then press Tab. We're going to complete this table. Now we're going to select the entire table by clicking on this little symbol in the upper left-hand corner. On the ribbon under Table Tools, which you should see here, in the Layout tab, in the Cells group, in the Cell Size group, click Auto Fit. And we're going to then click Auto Fit Contents. Now with this table still selected under the Table Tools, click the Design tab, and in the Table Styles group, click the More button. Under Plain Tables, click the second style. So we're in Plain Tables, click the second style. With the table still selected on the Home tab, so going back to the Home tab, in the Paragraph group, click Center to center this table. Right now we have a lot of misspelled words and things that are underlined with wavy blue or wavy red lines. We're going to correct that. We're going to check for spelling and grammar errors. Alright, so to do that, we're going to, in the paragraph that begins with a permanent, so we've got this paragraph here. In the second line, locate the word temporary. So this is obviously misspelled. Point to the word and right click, and then it gives you the suggestion with the correct spelling. We're going to go ahead and select that to correct the spelling. So in the next line, locate the word and that displays with a wavy red line. So we have this word and. So in the sentence it says number of hours or days and am willing. So there's too many ands there. So we're going to again right click and select delete repeated word. Now we're going to the beginning of the document, so we're going to go all the way to the top. And then click the Review tab. And the proofing group, which is to the left, we're going to click Spelling and Grammar. Now we have a list of things. So this here is the wrong which. So we're going to, in the spelling pane, click, oh wait, we got the wrong one here. Sorry about that, got interrupted. We're going to change this, the wrong which, with the correct which, by just clicking change. Alright, now click change to change used to use. So with a permanent position as my ultimate goal, I hope to used would be the wrong tense. So we're going to change that to use. Then we have references, and then it's suggesting the correct spelling. So we're going to click change. And I think we're all done. Oh, we have an A. That should be an and somewhere. And then we have convenient. So yes. So we're going to change this and change the last misspelled word. So it's a quick way that you can check your spelling. That's on the Review tab and clicking the Spelling and Grammar. Alright, so I think we are done. So we're going to go ahead and click File, Print, just to see what it's going to look like. Just a preview. And then make sure you click Save. And you're actually going to submit this electronically by uploading it to Google Classroom. Alright, we're done with 2B.